Now, the videos that you're going to be seeing are transitioning from using the picture deck to using the basic deck. We'll demonstrate how some components will change, as well as introduce some new components. In this video, we will explore the visual drill using the basic deck cards. We'll go over some important background information, offer some teacher tips, and watch a short video demonstration. Every OG lesson begins with a visual drill. A visual drill should be quick-paced and last no more than 2 or 3 minutes of the overall lesson. The purpose of a visual drill is to support students to become accurate and automatic in sound symbol correspondences. By our definition, automaticity means instant recognition. The goal, then, is for students to see a letter or letters on a card and instantly produce the sound associated with that letter or letters. We are moving away from the support that the pictures on the cards provide to focus on this goal. Similar to the picture deck, when delivering a visual drill using the basic deck, please be mindful about teacher and student placement. In a small group or whole class OG lesson, we encourage delivering the visual drill in a meeting area. Direct students to gather as close as possible and sit on the floor near the teacher. If the teacher is able to sit in a chair slightly elevated above the students, it allows students to see the cards more clearly. One of the things we encourage teachers to do is get into the habit of anchoring their cards with their non-writing hand. By doing so, you'll have the ability to use your dominant or writing hand to tap and prompt students for responses. Your tapping hand serves 2 functions. It indicates to students when it is time to say a sound. A visual drill requires students to respond chorally. It is not a one-on-one activity in a group setting. Tapping your card indicates to students that it is time to say the sound. This ensures that individuals aren't waiting for peers or that the instructor is not hearing an echo as each student says the sound at her own pace. Tapping also provides information for students regarding the number of known sounds for a card. In kindergarten, most of the consonant cards in a visual drill will have only one sound. The instructor taps in the upper corner of the card for the sound. However, as instruction progresses, some cards will have multiple sounds. When this happens, the instructor will simply tap down the card representing the number of known sounds so that students know when and how many times to respond. We also use our hand to prompt students to provide rules. By holding your hand out, you're telling the student that there is more information known about the card, and they should respond with the known prompt or rule. Although the visual drill is a cumulative review of previously taught skills, students will still make mistakes on some cards. When this happens, we will provide some brief prompts and supports, and place the card back in the deck so that students have an opportunity to see it and practice it again. It is not time to stop and reteach a skill. As we're working through our visual drill, it is important that we minimize the time in our transition from visual to blending. To aid in this effort, discard your cards in your visual drill to set them up in the appropriate position for blending. On the screen, you'll see cards upside down and in 4 piles. Those 4 piles are our not used, our initial, our medial, and our final cards in a blending drill, or piles 0, 1, 2, and 3. Currently, your cards should already be in the 4 piles. This information was presented in the Overview of Materials video, and you organized your deck when you watched that. But for reference, you can see on the screen that our basic deck cards have dots on the back. The dots are a tool that will help you know which pile the letter should go into to prepare for the blending drill. Notice that the card in the first pile has a dot on the top left corner. That means that this card, and other cards like it, will be in the initial pile of our blending drill. The middle card has a dot in the middle of the card. These would be our vowel cards, and they would go in the middle pile. The last card has a dot at the top right-hand corner, and would be in the final pile. There are some cards that have 2 dots, one on the left corner and one on the right corner. Those can go in either the initial or the final piles. We'll talk more explicitly about this in the blending drill component of training. In just a moment, you are going to see a demonstration of a visual drill using the basic deck. I want you to play the role of student. As I tap the cards, I want you to say the sounds of the letters. Also, use the hand motions when I tap the vowels. When I prompt for the QU script, I want you to say the script as well. With that background, let's watch the demonstration.
All right, you ready to do your visual drill?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up your beat checker for me. Yep, all fingers together. Oh, there we go. B or not a B?
B. Not a B. B.
Good job. All right, we're going to go into our sounds.
W. K. Y. Ch. V. J. S. Qua. Q always followed by U.
Nice job.
K. R.
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 Good job.
W. A. E.
It is E. What sound does E make?
E. A. E.
Good job.
Z. Sh. T. P. S. Z. Not a D.
Not a B, right? So what? Wait for just a second. What's my sound?
D.
Good job.
X. G. B.
Nice job. Hold up your beat checker just to make sure. Good beat checker. And my sound is?
B.
All right. Good job with your visual drill.
On the screen is a list of taps and prompts for you to practice for your first visual drill. Your instructors will provide specific instructions on how to partner practice the basic deck visual drill. This concludes this section of training.